Here at Valley Kubota, we thought it might be instructional for us to have a video so that people would understand how to take their implements on and off their tractors. This is a 3940 with an L2194 snowblower on it. We're going to remove this and show you the steps in how to do that. Okay, we have a subframe for a snowblower. It's a mid-section subframe for a front snowblower. We're going to put this on this 3940 and kind of teach you how to do that. We've got it set up here where the back is low enough that you've got enough clearance so your transmission does not hit. What we're going to do is drive the tractor right up here and put this front mounting bracket right in the front of your mounting bracket on the tractor. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll hook up our hydraulic lines and put our pins in. With the tractor now over the subframe, we need to hook up the hydraulic hoses. To do this, make sure you have them in the hose stays. There are 4. There are 3 on the tractor and 1 on the subframe. Put the hose stays, the hose in the hose stays, and then to hook up your hydraulic lines, they are color coded, white to white, yellow to yellow. So in order to do this, we will take the dust cover out of the plug. You pull the ring back as you slide them on. Hear the click. Do the same thing on this white one. You pull the ring back, put it over the quick connect, push in, and hear the click. Your hydraulic is now hooked up. What we will do is lower this thumb or raise the thumb off the floor, which will bring the thumb up. It will pivot on our fulcrum, and the back will come up to the transmission to where we can put the drawbar in to hold the back. With the thumb off the ground, the drawbar should be pulled back. Pull back your drawbar, and your subframe will go above the drawbar. You will need to crawl under the tractor for this. Line up your subframe. With your subframe now up against the housing of the tractor, you can push the drawbar in until your holes line up on the drawbar. Your drawbar will be inside. You have a pin here and a pin here. It will be on the bottom side of this pin and on the top side of this pin in your subframe. When your holes line up in the top, drop your pin through and put your clip on. The back is now attached. At this point, while you're under the tractor, the mid-PTO may be attached. You line it up, pull your collar back, hear the click. You're tied in. Now we will attach the front of the tractor, or the subframe to the tractor. In doing that, you need a 4x4 block. Put it under the front of the thumb. Then what we're going to do is lower the thumb so it raises the tractor slightly off the ground, and then we can insert our 4 pins. With the tractor off the ground, with the weight of the tractor off the ground, we will now install the 4 pins that hold the subframe on. You attach it by putting the pin in the subframe and locking the wire around it. The pin into the subframe, and then lock it around it. The pin into the subframe, the pin into the subframe, and there is a hole in the subframe that your keeper pin goes through. As the hole lines up on the back side here, you put your pin through the hole and pin the keeper on. Don't forget to raise your jack stand. It's done by pulling this pin, pivoting it up until the pin clicks into place. That's your jack stand. And your sub-assembly is on and ready to put into service. This is how you attach the snowblower head. If you'll look here, we put a 2x4 underneath the back frame of the snowblower, which brings it up off the ground a little bit. That makes it easier to put your stinger into it. The drive shaft is hung on your drive shaft holder, and that will hold your drive shaft up and keep it out of the way. Now when you drive forward to put your stinger into your snowblower, you have to be aware that your U-joint does not catch down in this area or on your hydraulic ramp. So we'll go ahead and put that together and show you how that's done. have the stinger in the receiver, the first thing that we'll do is get on the front of the snowblower and just push it back so that it seats on your stinger. Pick it up and push it to the back. That way your locking mechanism will lock down and you can put your pin in to secure the locking mechanism. We will then put on the drive shaft. Now the drive shaft has a little locking collar. It's spring loaded. You pull that back, the collar back, as you put it on the drive shaft. Get it started on the drive shaft. Slide your collar back as you push the drive shaft forward and hear the click. You're now locked in. We need to remove the drive shaft holder. That is done by pulling the pin, releasing it, and putting it over the hook to keep it from going back, and reinsert the pin. The hydraulics, for the hydraulic chute, is run with 2 hydraulic cables. We'll take these off of here, and on here you want to put them in the hydraulic, or in the hose stays. There are 4. They keep your hoses away from the frame so your hoses do not get pinched between the frame and the axle. Down in this area, if the hoses are in this area, they may become pinched either here or underneath your steering mechanism. You put those in. To hook up your hydraulic lines, you hook up you have red to red, blue to blue. Match up your colors. Pull back on the collar, push it in and lock. Again, pull back on the collar, push in and lock. And that is the attaching of your snowblower.